Hello, shalom. Welcome back to another episode of Nellyvylle Reviews Drag Race Season 17, Episode 7. What? We are officially on the Snatch Game episode, and that is my favorite. I think Snatch Game is my favorite challenge of Drag Race. So let's just hop right into it. We are at the top of the episode. This is right after poor Hormona got eliminated. Oh gosh, I'm gonna miss her. I'm going to miss her. People were very hot and cold on her. Either you loved her or you didn't love her, and she did it for me. So I'm gonna miss her. But you know what? This is not the end. I definitely see her in an All Stars. I see her really doing big things outside of Drag Race. Look, some of the biggest, most famous, most successful drag queens did not win Drag Race, or they won later in All Stars. So baby, this is far from the end for Miss Hormona. I do have to say, not Corey pretending to be sad about Hormona leaving, just to turn around to be busting out laughing about Hormona leaving in the confessional. Like, Corey, calm down. Not too much of my good sis, Hormona. Jules is still determined to get Piggy popping when talking about Ariette's win. Like, Jules is going to make Piggy the new hit word if it's the last thing she does. And Jules was like really hyping Lana up over the lip sync from last week. Like, girl, please. Lana, baby, skin of the teeth. By the skin of the teeth she wanted. Like, why is Jules pumping her up and saying, yeah, Lana, you ate that. Like, you did that. It was so... I'm like, girl, it was okay, but it wasn't all that. Moving on to the next day. During the walk-ins, Ariette pushes Susie, and then she's all like, ah. It was funny. You had to be there. And then Hormona left her wig, and the girls... Why they make fun of the girl shake and go? Why they making fun of the girl shake and go? That was funny. Then here comes Mother Rue. Mother Rue comes in and tells the girls that it is Snatch Game week. Susie is really sure. She's sure of it. Susie is like, excuse me, it's my week. Ladies, step aside. Learn something. Like, Susie just knows she's got this in the bag. We'll see how that goes. Now the girls are preparing. They're taking out their costumes. Some of them have come with a couple different ideas of who they're gonna do for Snatch Game. They're getting ready. Lydia seems she's a little nervous. And then Alyssa Edwards comes. I love Alyssa Edwards. Alyssa Edwards is one of my favorite queens. She's been on multiple seasons of Drag Race, and she recently won Global All Stars, darling, and it was really good. I just loved her. It was such a surprise. The girls were geeked. I was geeked. It was great. Love it so much. Alyssa and Rue do the walkthroughs with the girls. You know, they do the walkthroughs to see, what's the game plan, maybe giving them a couple little tips, a couple little hints, what to do, what not to do, and it was really cute. Lydia mentioned that she was deciding between David Lynch and Catherine O'Hara, and it was really funny because over off to the sides, like, the other girls are talking, and Corey King and Onya were like, Corey was like, girl, like, who's David Lynch? And Onya was planning on being Eddie Murphy, so she's already in character. So she said, girl, I heard Lynch, so I got scared and I ran. Like, I can't do Eddie Murphy, but you can imagine it was really funny. Lydia's so cute, though. She's just so cute. Rue basically reads Ariette, like, read her down boots. Ariette saying she's a baby. Like, girl, Ariette says that she wants to be Cupid, and she was like, I want to be Cupid because I'm a baby. Like, girl, what? Sam and Alyssa have a really cute little bonding moment. They're both pageant girls. Sam, pageant girls, But then when Rue went over and grabbed Corey's shoes out of Corey's station, baby, I lost it. Rue was like, Corey, why you be wearing them same little shoes every week? What's going on with that? And Corey was like, man, y'all like my shit. Why did Rue go over to Corey's station and grab her shoes and was like, girl, what is this? What is this? And then Alyssa was like, well, should she be dancing in? And Corey was like, well, I be dancing. Rue was like, that bitch don't be dancing. She be walking down the runway. Man, it was funny. Rue don't need to be that funny. Rue kind of hits at Anya that did you think about doing Mrs. Barry White? I mean, we keep saying that you look like her. I'm not saying that you should do her, but but I think that at this point I thought that she would be able to pull off Eddie Murphy, and we're going to talk about that. Lana says she wants to do Rosa Parks. I could see how maybe that would work, but I could also see how they could go really, really wrong. Rue encourages Crystal to like loosen up a little bit, just loosen up, get a little loosey goosey, you know what I'm saying? And then Rue tells the girls that Quinta Brenton is coming. So, y'all know Quinta, comedian. She's been around for a while. She's out here on the what's the little show, Albert Elementary, and she's done a bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Now we moved on to the Snatch Game. Darling, let me tell you something. This was a pretty good Snatch Game overall. Was it the best Snatch Game that has ever happened? No, but it's up there. It was pretty entertaining. It was pretty good. I enjoyed I enjoyed it, and it was really good. There was obviously some people that kind of flopped a little bit, but overall we had some pretty good laughs. I was happy with it. So for the judges for the Snatch Game portion was Alyssa, and then they did this new thing this season with Yaaaaaay, and I thought that was really funny because AI is really big right now. Everyone's talking about it, so they had like this Yaaaaaay like little voice, like this little, and it's like this little machine little gadget thing being the judge, and it was really funny. It was cute. I wonder if they're going to keep incorporating that in other things because it was really funny. It was a good bit. So what I'm going to do is when I go over the girls' looks, I'm going to talk about how they did in Snatch Game. So let's just get right into it. On Elimination Day, Susie is really delusional. And we'll talk about why she was delusional in a little bit. And she had the nerve to talk about Onya. And then Sam really told Susie the truth. And Corey confirmed. Like, Susie was like, baby, I think I did great. I had this in the bag. I knew it all along. This is my challenge. And Sam was like, girl, we kind of all agree. Maybe some of the other girls are scared to tell you, but it really wasn't given all of that. And Corey was like, who's scared to say what? Because I don't think she did good either. I mean, it was very that. Here we go to the main stage. Yes, gold fringe Rue. Love Michelle's hair. Quinta looks great. Everybody's serving. Everybody's giving what needs to be gave. So let's go on to the runway looks, darling. The theme for the runway is Nailed It. First up, we have Acacia. And for Snatch Game, Acacia played Trisha Paytas. Now, we've had a Trisha Paytas before. I think it was Sugar Spice. It was one of the twins, I think, that did Trisha Paytas before. This is a great character. That this was a good choice. There was a lot that you could have done with it. Feel like Acacia really took it there and really took advantage of like all of these puns and things that she could have done with this huge personality. No, but it wasn't the worst performance, and it was safe, maybe low safe, but it was fine. Now for her Nailed It look, I liked it. It was cute. It wasn't over the top, but I liked it. Next up, we have Lexi, who did, for her Snatch Game, she did Gilbert Gottfried. And, when she said that she was going to do that, I was a little concerned. It was a good choice, but I knew it was going to be kind of hard to pull off. And the funny thing is about her. It was bad, but it was so bad that it was funny, at least according to the judges. Me personally, I feel like she kind of gave up, that she didn't really try, and I didn't really like that. But I do see where the judges were saying like it was so bad that it was actually funny, and it was funny because she was like trying to like hit the jokes, and she was like, "Oh God, please just shoot me." But I'm just kind of like, this is an improv challenge. You need to always be yes anding, and I just don't know how I felt about the giving up. But hey, if you're gonna be bad, be so bad that it's good. You know what I'm saying? And then for the nailed it look, she did kind of like this share look, and the nails were really, really cool because her nails were actually hand painted with like pictures of Cher on them. So it was like really neat. But also, look, we've had a lot of Cher looks on the runway. Is this one of the best? Not really, but it's fine. It's safe. Love Lexi. Next up, we have Sam. Sam Star did Kim Gravel, and I guess she was some sort of a pageant winner of sorts. It was fine. There was some laughs. And then for her nailed it look, she did this, which it was fine, but we've seen this look before. Once again, we've seen this look multiple times, a variation of this. I'm not mad at it. We've just seen it before. Moving right along. Next up, we have Alana, who did Rosa Parks in the Snatch Game, and not in Black History Month. Girl, if you're gonna do such a historical Black figure for Snatch Game and Black History Month, even though when you filmed it, it wasn't Black History Month, but you knew you. I'm sure they told you it was gonna air. And this is what you did? Girl, okay, a little bit of tea on the wig though. Apparently this was not the wig that she was gonna wear, but apparently she forgot the wig that she forgot the wig at home. The wig that she was gonna wear for Rosa Parks. Who is this? Who is this? And the jokes weren't. It wasn't a good Snatch Game. I'm so sorry, Lana. It was not good. And then for the nailed it look, baby. It was a look. It was not enough to save you from that Snatch Game. Moving right along. Corey King did Big Ange in her Snatch Game. It was pretty good. It was up there. It was contender. She was funny. She was hitting the mark. You could tell that she studied her character. She brought it. I wasn't mad at it. Then for her nailed it look, baby, what the? Corey, come here. Corey, come to the front. Corey, come to the front. What the hell are you doing? Okay. The category is nailed it. Nails, right? Fingernails, hammering nails. This girl put on a basic French tip press on and wore some Halloween Party City French costume. Everyone can be a look queen. Okay, I need to go. I need to go to the next person. Crystal Envy was Nicole Richie, and it was a flop. It was a flop. I'm sorry. Love her so much. but it was a flop. Now, the runway look was pretty cute. Now, I wish they would have got I wish there was a better picture that I had to show you guys of the outfit. But I was like, okay, this look could pull you from being in the bottom. At least I thought. But we'll see if I was right or wrong about that. Moving on to the lady, Jules. Jules was Miss Big Feet, and Jules was hitting it out of the park. Jules was really was giving it to you. You knew that she was going to be a top, and then as far as her nailed it look, it was fine. It was a pretty good look, but she was very funny, very funny. Good job, Jules. Coming to the stage, we have Lydia. Lydia ended up going with David Lynch, and it was a pretty solid performance, you know. I wasn't mad at it. I'm like, okay, Lydia, you know, bounced back because from the RDR challenge, baby, but I'm like, okay, you can bring the comedy chops. And then her look, I wasn't crazy about it, honestly. Ariete was Baby Cupid, and it was awful. It was just awful. Now, as bad as the Snatch Game was, the runway look was that good. The runway look, baby. If she would have had a bad runway look, baby, you would have been packing the bags. You would have been packing the bags. That Baby Cupid was so dang awful. I'm like, what girl, what are you doing? Is what I kept asking. Onya Nerve did Eddie Murphy, and man, she landed it. She did. She brought Eddie Murphy. She brought all of his characters. It was good. Onya said she's been a big fan of Eddie Murphy all her life and has been, you know, quoting him and imitating him for a long time, and it really showed. It was so funny. It was so good. And then for her nailed it look, I liked it. I really did. The judges really loved the whole package too. We know this girl. We've seen this girl. It's an homage to Black culture, to the hood, if you will. It was pretty cool. Now, did I love it as much as the judges? I don't know, but it was a solid look. It was a great performance in the Snatch Game. So, hey. Lastly, we have Susie Toot, who did Ellen Green. And I flop. She talked all this game. I've studied this character for so long. I do this all the time. And big disappointment. The look, whatever. She stunk up the place so bad in Snatch Game, I didn't even care about the look. I guess the look is okay. I don't really like it. But you know what? Before I go on, I just want to talk about Susie for a second and how she really kind of rubbed me the wrong way this week, along with a lot of people. Look, it is not uncommon for the girls to place in the bottom, not do well, and then be in their feelings and say things that maybe that they don't mean, or to be moody, to be upset. Obviously, you work very hard. You have high expectations of yourself. You don't meet those expectations or you fall short. Of course, you're going to be a little sad. You're going to be a little bitter. You're going to be a little whatever. Some things you can excuse. And then sometimes people's true colors come out. Now, in the Untucked Out episode, and maybe even in the regular just show, Susie more or less made some comments about Onya, and I'm not saying Susie is racist. I'm not saying Susie is racist. I don't think that. But I think she has some issues with some microaggressions, and I think that she needs to check herself because I get it, Susie. You thought you were going to win. But for you to turn around and say that, oh, of course, Onya won or got applauded. But it's easy to do that when you're just playing yourself. What do you mean, lady? And I know I don't want this video to be too terribly long, but I do want to break this down for a second. Because what do you mean? Okay? It's a lot to unpack here. First of all, we're not going to sit up here and act like Eddie Murphy is just black famous. Now, look, I am not an Eddie Murphy apologist. Eddie Murphy has done some shady things, but we're not talking about this man's personal life. We're talking about his career, his achievements, and his accolades. That's all that we are talking about right now. So for you to act like he is somebody who is easily imitated or someone who can a character that can easily be done to capture the essence of his comedy is crazy. For you to say Onya was just playing herself, why are you saying it like that was a diss? Let's unpack that, because even if Onya is very similar to Eddie Murphy, why are you saying that like it's a bad thing? Because if somebody compares me to one of the greatest of all time, I'm going to take that as a compliment. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? You're like, oh, well, of course it was easy for her to win. She was playing herself. She wasn't, though. She embodied.
Okay, sorry guys, my mic died. Did not realize that until after I was already editing. I really wish y'all would have got to hear what I had to say the first time, but I'm going to try to wrap this up with a pretty little bow. Look, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, Susie, whatever you were trying to say, it came from ignorance and jealousy. Okay, because either you're saying that Eddie Murphy's not that funny, which that can't be true. Whether you like his type of comedy or not, that's just not even. This is a talented person. Which or you're saying that or you're saying all black people act the same. What? Or you're saying that you wouldn't know good comedy if it slapped you in the face. It was so microaggressive. Well, of course it was good because she just played herself. No, she didn't. She didn't, though. She did allow for her personality to come through, even though she was still very much embodying the essence of which is Eddie Murphy. Why are you acting like, do you not, or all of your references based off of people that look like you? Because if you know anything about comedy and not just black comedy, you should know about Raw. You should know about Delirious. You should know about Nutty Professor. You should know about Shrek. You should know about Life. What are you talking about? Enough. And Susie, you're not the only one. I'm just using you as an example because it's the latest, greatest thing. Stop acting like black art, black artists, black comedians is subpar to the white counterpart. You diminished this girl's whole performance. When you emulated somebody, baby, maybe this person, no offense to that woman, I'm sure she was a great actress. Lots of people know this woman. Lots of people know Little Shop of Horrors, and as the movie that you were mainly referencing. Lots of people know. But I guarantee you, if you gathered up a group of 20 random people off the street and asked them if they knew this Ellen actress or if they knew Eddie Murphy, baby, 98% of the people are going to say, "Oh yeah, I know who Eddie Murphy is." So why are you acting like he's someone easy to do? And why are you acting like Anya wasn't funny? And even, I don't care where it came from, and you want to get on here and you want to say, well, I apologize to her on the show and they didn't put that in the video. I don't give a damn about the edit. It should have never, it should have never went there anyway. And if that's where your mind went, your true colors came out, and I'm glad they didn't edit in your little apology. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Anya might have forgave you out in the public online and said, girl, we sisters for life, blah, blah, blah. But that's because she knows, first of all, the Drag Race fans are ruthless. You can't come out after the queens, okay? Not that anyone should be coming after anybody. But even though you were wrong, if she was to really tell you about yourself, it would only just look bad on her. But in this Black History Month, she's going to take the high road because, baby, she already knows that you're going to get everything that you deserve and you are going to be humble. I think that you are corny. I hope that you learn from this. Stop with the microaggression, because that's what it was. And if you only have references from people that look like you, then, baby, you're not going to make it. Because let me tell you something. Black people, we are the moment. Okay? We are the standard. We are the ones that get copied. Look, I'm not saying that other cultures and stuff don't have comedy and it's not funny and stuff. But if you dig a little deeper, because I love a period queen, and you love to do your bit of, oh, I'm a queen from the 20s and bibbidi boppity boo. Maybe you should start studying some stuff that happened after civil rights movement. And maybe you might find that a lot of people that influence you were actually influenced by these black people that you're trying to say, oh, that's nothing. Anyways, with that being said, I've rambled on about that long enough. I really wish I would have heard the rest of. I think y'all got the gist of what I'm saying here. Lana and Crystal ended up in the bottom. I really felt like Crystal went home. I felt like Lana did not win that lip sync. But this kind of ties into what I was just talking about with Black History Month and all of this. Bigger picture, I think that Rue sees a young Rue in Lana. And he probably knew that this was going to air during Black History Month. And I think that Lana got thrown a bone. I really do. Not that Lana didn't necessarily, it's not that she didn't deserve it, but she did not win that lip sync. She didn't. But after all these years of doing the show, Rue knows who can handle the rejection and who cannot. And whose spirit is really, really going to be broken. Not that Crystal was not hurt. Of course she was. But she's a little older. Not much. Everybody on her is in their 20s this season. Very young group of queens. But you could tell Crystal is, and maybe I'm wrong, but you could tell Crystal has a certain level of confidence in herself that Lana has not reached yet. And to have Rue, crush your dreams at this young, vulnerable age, I'm pretty sure Rue looked at the bigger picture and was like, it is not worth me destroying this young black man's. You know what I'm saying? Not to make it about race, but sometimes it's about race. And Crystal's going to be okay. There's all stars. Could somebody look at that and feel like Lana won the lip sync? Sure. But I don't think that's what it was. I think that Rue just felt like it was something in his spirit telling him, you can't send this girl home right now for what reason. And, you know, we don't know. So we're going to find out later on down the road. But anyway, Susie, you really rubbed me the wrong way, girl. I had to take you out of my top 4. I'm going to have to replace you with Jules. I hope you learn from it, but it just really, yeah. Yeah, and now you want her on Twitter and trying to, girl, you're corny. You're real corny. You're real corny. So anyways, that is it. That is it for this video, you guys. Sorry that it got all kind of like weird and messed up. But good luck to you, Crystal. Learn from this, Susie, and congratulations, Anya. I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.